Donald J. Trump was sworn in on Martin Luther King Day as the 47th president of these United States. And a lot of Black people are mad. How dare he sworn in on Martin Luther King Day? Here's the problem. Donald J. Trump was not sworn in on Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Dr. Martin Luther King Day fell on President Donald J. Trump inauguration day. I get it, kinfolk. Y'all just want anything to be upset. You're looking for all types of reason to find fault. But to you, I say you need to judge yourself. So y'all was looking forward to incompetent Harris being sworn in on Martin Luther King Day. But Trump sworn in on Martin Luther King Day. Oh my God. How could he? How could he? No, honey. Trump was not sworn in on Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Dr. Martin Luther King Day fell on Trump inauguration day. Maybe somebody in the comment can explain that to those of you who's upset and mad about the inauguration yesterday. But anyways, First Lady looked absolutely regal. This middle picture is what I mean when I say Trump can wear a suit. Have you heard me say that before? Like Obama can wear a suit, Bush Jr. can wear a suit, but Trump can't wear a suit. This is what I mean. You see how he looking this way? Anyway, for those of you who's been with me for a while. So I thought First Lady looked absolutely beautiful. I love her black and white outfit. It's like she's saying, yeah, I'm here. She has on that protective look, that black suit. Don't she look like a CIA agent? Yes, she does, honey. I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. It's very regal. She dresses nice anyways. And of course, she's a model. So, she has the body to go with it. And she's very graceful. Those type of women in those countries, they're raised to be very regal and very, very feminine and very ladylike. Oh my gosh, she has legs for days. Okay. And yes, I can hear somebody comment about the pictures, girl. It's you, boo-boo. You don't bring up Melania's pictures unless you're willing to bring up Harry sleeping her way to the top. You see why I don't talk about people sleeping with each when it comes to politics? It doesn't matter for me because they all do it, okay? Everybody do stuff. Not everybody do stuff to where they want. But anyways, that's not why we here. Happy Monday. It's a new day in these United States. Listen, Black people, do not be deceived. Plug in and see, okay, what can I get? Where can I go? What's going to work out for me? This is how we as a people can plug in and get what we need to get so we can get to where we need to get to and stop being behind. Do not sit on your hands for the next 4 years because get this. Trump is going to do this 4 years and Vance is going to beat any Democratic person they put up in 2028. I hope it's Harris, even though if she runs again in 2020, she's not going to make it out the primary. It's impossible. She will never make it out the primary. She's too incompetent to make it out of the primary. There are more well-versed, competent Democrat people in the Democratic Party, like the mayor, the governor of Maryland, Wes Moore. I would love to see Wes Moore. I think that's his name, Wes Moore and JD Vance go ahead and hit. Because I like to see real good debates. I don't this play stuff they be doing. I need to see people debating the factors. Good morning, Michael.
You need to buy me a new diamond if you can't
find
the pink
one. I need to buy you.
Because
I listen to what you said. I need to buy you. Think about what you just said. What's the correct way? Please.
Yeah, you really need to because you lost my diamond in the guest room.
What color was it?
Pink.
I think I know where it is.
It was a big one.
A big one. I remember. It's a big one. Okay.
You wear my Coca-Cola slime.
Okay. I know where the Coca-Cola slime is too.
Yeah, but it's ruined.
It's ruined?
Yes.
Okay, y'all, I'm back. You know, mommy duty, honey. I'm cleaning out the guest room. A lot of his stuff is in the guest room. Yeah, I would love to see JD Vance Westmore debate. I would love to see it. So even if Kamala Harris run 2020, I guarantee you she will not make it out the primary. She won't. Okay. But I would love to see her and JD Vance debate, but it's not going to happen. I was looking forward to it this time. It didn't happen. So I you know, because you know, I love a good debate. I love a good policy debate, okay? Because we sure didn't get it this time. But anyways, let's talk about these executive orders. And I want to remind you, I will be doing my political content on my backup channel, which is allegedly Janice, okay? Allegedly Janice. But for this video, on the video I did yesterday about Nelly and Snoop, I wanted to do it over here. And I forgot to remind you guys to check out my backup channel, which is allegedly Janice, okay? So let's go over, I'm not going to read everything, but let's just go over a few of these executive orders. And for those people saying, well, how could y'all Trump signed executive actions on January 6th, TikTok, immigration, and more. President Trump on Monday signed a flurry of executive orders, memorandums, and proclamations after his inauguration, reversing many of his predecessors' policies and reinstating actions from his first term in office. Okay. Now, what I'm saying is, please take this stuff to the Supreme Court so that the next president won't sign executive orders canceling, though our next president will be JD Vance. Okay. He signed the first batch in front of a packed crowd at Capitol One Arena, drawing cheers before then moving to the Oval Office to sign more. And those of you saying, "Oh, he had the event inside because people wasn't showing up." How dumb can you be, boo boo? Did you not see the number of people who came to this? There was 50,000 people in Madison Square Garden, with thousands more outside. There was 100,000 people in a field in Pennsylvania. Oh, nobody wanted to show up for Trump inauguration, who won the presidency and the popular votes, but nobody was going to show up for his inauguration. It's not because it was cold outside. It's 9 degrees here in Jersey. Well, it feels like 9 degrees in Jersey today. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, judge yourself. Just think about it. You want to tell me Trump have all these rallies with thousands of people showing up, but nobody was going to show up to his inauguration? So that's why Trump moved it inside. He didn't move it inside. He's not the plan. As a matter of fact, he was upset. Even yesterday, he said, man, when he went outside, he said, man, they're really messed up and not having the rally outside. And he said he was outside for a couple of minutes and he was like, ooh, it was really cold. This is not the first time an inauguration was held inside, and it will not be the last. If it's too cold, as a matter of fact, was it Friday or Sunday? My husband is in marketing. These are the things my husband do. And they all got an email from their marketing group. It's too cold outside for the presidential inauguration. What would you do? So by the time I called my husband and asked him that I heard he's moving inside, they had already talked about, no, you got to move it here, but you got to do this here, put it at the one arena, so on and so. Because these are what marketers and event planners do. This is what they do. They always have a plan one. I'm just saying, boo-boo, think. Why would nobody show up for his inauguration when he had 100,000 people in a field in Pennsylvania? It's your own hatred, beloved. Anyway, He signed the first batch in front of a packed crowd. Trump and his officials also signed a slew of other executive actions to come soon, ranging from campaign priorities like border security to culture war issues like DEI policies. Here are some of the key orders either signed or signaled on Monday. And my thing is, I hope that he gets some of this stuff go through the Supreme Court on the books. Once they go through the Supreme Court put it on the books. It cannot be changed by any president. Okay, Jan 6 pardons. Trump issued pardons Monday for some 1,500 defendants who participated in the siege on the U.S. Capitol 4 years ago, wiping away scores of convictions for people who helped delay the certification of 2020 election and upheld the peaceful transfer of power. Another thing some people are talking about is Joe Biden pardoning his family. Did you get a pardon? You get pardoned. You get pardoned. You get pardoned. You get pardoned. Pausing the TikTok ban. Okay, a lot of people was having falling out and fainting when TikTok went down. Well, he signed to pause the ban. Undoing Biden executive orders. Another order resent 78 Biden era executive actions orders and presidential memorandum. They include a wide variety of actions related to racial equality, climate, migration, gender policy, the federal workforce, and Biden's recent move to take Cuba off the list of state sponsors of terrorism. Okay, I need to go read up on all of those. Inflation. You know, for those of you who talk about, but he didn't sign nothing for the cost of groceries to go down. You know, sometimes I just be wondering, like, girl, what is wrong with you? Another executive order directs the head of all executive department. Yeah, no, the problem is y'all didn't hear this part. You wasn't listening because you're listening to critique. You're not listening to hear, okay? Executive departments and agents to deliver emergency price relief consistent with applicable law to the American people and increase the prosperity of the American worker. Because what you want is for him to sign something and all the price just automatically start going down. Like, you know how we see on The Price is Right? That's what you wanted, right? The price is right. The price is going. No. Another executive order directs the head of all executive departments and agency to deliver emergency price relief consistent with applicable law to the American people and increases prosperity of the American worker. You know, for those of you who's sitting on your hands for the next 8 years because Harris didn't win. This does not apply to you. The prosperity of the American worker do not apply to you because you unplugged, remember? Speaking at the Capital One Arena, Trump said that this order would help defeat inflation and rapidly bring down the cost of daily living. Immigration, this is the big one. Okay, Trump signed executive orders making a sweep of the change to immigration and border security. They include declared a national emergency at the border. Yes, declaring a national emergency at the border. Trump signed an order declaring that a national emergency exists at the southern border of the United States and allowing for the deployment of armed forces and the National Guard to respond. Clarifying the military's role in border security and in catch and release, continue building the wall and remain in Mexico. Designating criminal cartels as terrorism. Suspending refugee resettlement. Trump signed an order suspending the U.S. refugee admission program. Ending birthright citizenship, not going back, but beginning, I would guess, this is just me. I don't know when, but 12:01 today, last night, not yesterday, okay? Enhanced vetting and screening. How do y'all feel about that birthrights citizenship? Enhanced vetting and screening. Protect American citizens against invasion. Restore the death penalty. I am big for the death in some cases. This is me, if you intentionally take somebody's life, you get the death penalty. I'm not talking about accidents or stuff, because even in the Bible, if you read the Bible, God make provision for you accidentally hurt somebody. You accidentally unalive somebody. But all these husbands who are unaliving their wives and their kids, you should get the death penalty. You do not deserve to live. You should get the death penalty. Okay? Weaponization of government. This is huge. Trump signed an order ending the weaponizing of the federal government. Put it through the Supreme Court, sir. I need this to go through the Supreme Court. So we won't have no more of the Biden administration using the federal government to try to keep Trump from running, because that's what that's all about. Okay? Federal workforce withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord. I need to read up a little bit more on that. Defining SEX and ending DEI programs. Now, a lot of people is upset like this, but I just keep thinking about Dr. Martin Luther King and his speech. Not the color of her skin, but what's in her brain. Because this is why Harris got the VP, not because she was competent, or not because what's the word I'm looking for? Any senator can run in whatever. But not because that's who Biden want. Obama, Claiborne, and all of them went to Biden and say, you better pick a black woman, or else we going to tell black people not to vote for you. And you already know you cannot win without the black vote. So he cowered and picked Harris, and we didn't see her. You know why? She's incompetent. She can't talk. She can't answer no question. This is why we didn't see her. This is why they had her hiding. Go back and think in your head. Did you see Harris until Joe Biden dropped out? No, you didn't see her. You might have seen her getting in a car, but she wasn't on camera. She wasn't doing no interviewing, none of that. Because she incompetent. That's why they was hiding her. This is why Obama wanted an open primary, because he knew the girl she don't have it. Obama, Pelosi, all of them, they wanted an open primary because they knew. Do you understand? Now, I'm all for black people. I'm all for black people moving up. But at least just pick one that's competent. That other woman, the other black woman that was in runner-up to be the VP, she was too dark. I told my girlfriend, I said, they're not going to pick her. She's too dark. Like, she looks like a real black woman. They're not going to pick her. Okay? So, I know y'all mad about DEI, but didn't Dr. Martin Luther King say it's not going to be about the color of her skin? Defining SEX. Well, like, why do we need to do that? Isn't it in the Bible? God made man and woman, female and male. And this is something President Trump, I'm going to write him a letter. I need you to make this go through the Supreme Court. Put it on the books. Put it on the books, sir. This is why I wanted to be a constitutional lawyer. Did I tell y'all I wanted to be a constitutional lawyer? This is why. These are the things. Like, I would be in the Supreme Court arguing for this stuff, okay? But that was not supposed to be my portion. Energy and climate. That's another executive order, okay? So comment below. Let me know what you think about the executive order. Oh, I should read the one about let me read this one, okay? Trump signed, defining sex. Trump signed an executive action Monday night dealing with gender identity. The details weren't immediately made public, however, an incoming White House official speaking on the background had told reporters early in the day that an order would make it the policy of the United States to recognize two biologically distinct sexes, male and female. These are the sexes that are not changeable, and they are grounded in fundamental and incontrovertible reality, the official said. The change will require government agency to use the definition on documents like passports, visas, and employee records, the official said. Taxpayer funds will not be allowed to use for transition services, the official said. Second action will end diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in the federal government. The official said, given an example, environmental justice program in the U.S. Department of Agriculture, as well as diversity training. So there you go. Okay. I don't even know why we need to define male and female, that this is just the world we are living into. And I hope President Trump go put that in the books, on the books, in this Supreme Court. Go on up there. Mitch worked 50 years to make the court a conservative court. Use the court, sir. What's available to you, put it on the books. And I don't care who's mad. Subscribe. You know I'll give them. But anyways, I gotta go. Love you. I will talk to you later. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I've been in the house all weekend. I think I need to take the train to work so I could get my exercise tonight. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Comment below. Let me know. Remember to check out Allegedly Janet. Bye.